welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sharing my Hobonichi weeks with you guys for the first time on YouTube. So I decided to add on a Hobonichi weeks to kind of complement my Hobonichi cousin and some of the things that are a little bit harder to hold. So I'm showing you guys some of the things that I have in my weeks already. I'm setting up my second week in my weeks. I did my first week and kind of set it up the wrong way. So I decided that I would record this week instead and kind of get it set up the way that I wanted to. That first monthly page that you guys saw, I was setting up a content calendar, so the days that I need things done by, as well as the upload dates for everything, and I'm already running behind as normal. But I have all of that set up on my monthly, which I thought was really nice to have like a paper copy of it so that I don't always have to refer to Notion to see my content calendar and what I need to be doing. And then the main bulk of my weeks is actually going to be a reading and health tracker. So you guys will kind of see that come together. You can kind of see it on my first week that I showed you guys. But I do like this week much better. There are still some changes that I want to make. And of course, it's only the second week that I've been using this. So of course there are changes that I want to make. But yeah, overall, I'm really excited about this book, and I'm really excited about next week because it ended up coming out so pretty. But yeah, so right now on the left-hand page, I'm dividing up the space. If you can kind of see, there are like little dots dividing up those rectangles. So what I'm doing is using those as a guide. On the far left side of that page, there will be a column where I'm keeping track of my Bible reading. I do believe that I have a video coming up about that either this month or next month. It's a whole thing. But I'm keeping track of that in here, and I decided that that would be the best space for it. I've done like reading plans where I've printed it out and had like a bunch of pages of the plan for each day, and I just ended up wasting so much paper doing that because I'd end up getting off track and then needing to reprint what I already printed. And I figured that writing it down every week would be a little bit easier, and just being able to pop this book open and see, okay, this is what I need to do today. Oh, I've missed this verse yesterday, and do it that way instead of having to keep printing out all these sheets of paper. And then on the right hand side right now, I'm setting up what's called the Alistair method. I'll leave a link. I believe the bullet journal website has a link to the Alistair method and what that's all about, so I'll leave that link down there if I can find one. I'll also leave a link to the kit that I'm using. It's a printable kit, so I got it off of Etsy, got the silhouette files that had the cut lines in there already, and then just printed it off on my sticker paper and cut it with my silhouette machine. So that's how that happened. But yeah, I will leave all of that information in the description for you guys so that you guys have access to all of it. I do have 2 other kits that I'll be showing you guys as well, so I'll link those down there as well. They're just a couple of the other kits that I'm going to be using in December. But back to the plan with me. So very left, all the way to the left-hand column is for that Bible reading plan that I have at the moment. And then this column where I'm putting in these boxes is where I am right now putting in my like gym plan for every day. But I don't think that I'm going to keep that part of it up. I do think that part is going to be phased out and replaced with something else. I think something more along the lines of tracking rather than planning in terms of the gym would be better for me, because I don't really keep up with like a weekly schedule. I do, like, I have like a plan where like I know that on Mondays I usually work, so I don't go to the gym on Mondays, and that kind of like idea. But I don't really have like I don't like having a plan. I don't think that's like this extensive. So you guys will probably see that go away very quickly. But I haven't tried this week yet. It's only December 1st when I'm filming this voiceover, so who knows? Maybe I'll like it a lot better this week. But I'm going in and writing down that Bible plan. I put in those 2 stickers to mark my rest days. So Mondays and Wednesdays tend to be my days where I don't go to the gym. And I just wanted to signify that somehow. I do really love all of these stickers as well. I don't know if I'll keep up with putting this many stickers in. I like the date cover. I don't think it's necessary. And I do like the water trackers. I want to find a like full sheet of trackers like that so that I can keep up with that, because I do think that that's a really helpful thing to have. That's also something that I could track in my little Alistair method thing, but I don't know. We're still figuring it out. It's only the second week. I don't have to have everything figured out this week. But now I'm adding in some of my books for the Alistair method. So the books that I read every single day are Daily Stoic and Morning Mercies. And those each have like a daily passage like marked for each day in them. So that's why they're there. So I can keep track of whether or not I've read my passages like I'm supposed to. And then 4,000 Weeks is a book I'm working on. I do like to read that book every day. It's not as much of a necessity. But then Evelyn Hugo, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, is a book that I'm currently reading for a book club that's happening on the 11th. So I have 10 days to read that entire book as of right now. I'm not very far into it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But I'm reading it on Apple Books. I read almost everything digitally at this point. So there's like a percentage versus a page number, and I don't think that I'm that far into it. So I have a lot of that reading to do. And then, what was the last one? 101 essays. I try to read one essay a day and 101 essays. I can't remember how far I'm into that one either. I don't think I've hit the 20s yet, but I do think I've hit the 10s in terms of the number of essays that I've read. But I do really enjoy that book, and I really enjoy like taking notes from that book for life and everything. So I try to read that every day. Try to read a little bit of everything every day. And then I do have some like their library cards sort of, or like reading trackers that I'll show you guys in the next video when I'm planning December in my Hobonichi cousin. I do have something to show you with that in terms of reading. So I guess a big focus of my 2023 is on reading, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I'm putting in that gym stuff now, and I did remove that big note sticker. I thought it was just taking up too much space, and I didn't really want to write on top. Like, I don't dislike writing on top of my stickers or anything like that. Like, I have to write in the date for the date cover and that kind of stuff. I just won't. I know myself and I know that I won't write in that notes section, and it was just so narrow. Like, I'd rather use more of that space for notes, if that makes sense. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through my like sticker album and putting in some emojis, and some of those will actually make that notes section make some more sense. So the top part will be like reading notes, if that makes sense. So like verses that stick out, or like any like little like notes about a passage that I want to like keep and remember, or even like letter in. I could do like brush lettering in there if I wanted to. Just a place to like remember something important from my reading for that week. And then the bottom part I put in as like an exercise notes of like, oh, maybe I hit my like deadlift PR this week, or maybe I just like want to remember something about something at the gym. So I put that section down there. Again, I think this is gonna end up like leaning way more away from like the exercise like gym aspect of things, but I do think I still want to track like health, if that makes sense. So I think that maybe this will turn into like a meal plan kind of area, or maybe it'll be like my Apple Watch rings. I'll keep track of like that kind of stuff in here. I just don't think that putting in like my lifts for the week and when I'm doing cardio and all of that, I don't think that that is going to end up being very useful to me, but we'll see. I haven't gotten into this week yet, so who knows. But that's my setup for this week. I'm showing you guys the kits that I have. I will leave the links to these specific kits that I'm showing you right now in the description, but both of those shops, I have multiple kits from them. Absolutely loved the experience of using their silhouette files. They're really great. As you could kind of see when I was really zoomed in, they do have like a bleed. So every time that you cut the stickers, I guess not 100% guaranteed, but you're pretty much guaranteed that you'll end up with like a full color sticker when you rip it off. But yeah, I love this Creepmas one. The other one was like boho, kind of cute Christmas, but this one's like creepy Christmas, like Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm obsessed. I love it. I had to get this one. I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I need it. So I will definitely be using that one soon. And like I said, I'll leave those links in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.